The search for happiness is more than a luxurious leisure activity, it keeps our engine running. Especially in times like these, when happiness seems elusive, the search is all the more important. What makes us feel happy can be very different: ice cream, a word of praise, the sunrise, or the birth of a child. All sorts of things have the potential to make us happy. However, happiness is a disguise artist, so we often overlook it. Whoever finds it is right to feel fortunate, in the truest sense of the word. Happiness is an extremely strong, positive emotion. A perfect, lasting state of intense satisfaction. We have a special center in the brain, the so-called mesolimbic system, also called the happiness center. When we experience something impressive, like a good report card or the birth of a child, this center is activated, and dopamine floods the brain. Dopamine, also known as the happiness hormone, is responsible for the overpowering feeling of happiness. Those who know these moments of happiness, know how wonderful the sensation is. It must not stop, we feel, and if it has to stop, then please let it come back quickly. This is exactly where the evolutionary sense of this emotion lies. The feeling of happiness is connected with the desire to repeat the whole thing. Unfortunately, drugs also stimulate the happiness system. Heroin, tobacco, or alcohol make us believe in short-term happiness, and this is one of the reasons why we become addicted so quickly. The hunt for happiness can therefore also lead into a trap. Happiness has different manifestations. The vehement, fleeting rush of happiness is only one of them. Those who believe that happiness can only be found where the dopamine level is as high as possible are very dependent on external circumstances. With mindfulness, attention is focused on the experience that unfolds in the here and now, and in a non-judgmental way. Anyone who has ever watched children play should have an idea of what being in the here and now might mean. They do not find it difficult to completely immerse themselves in the moment. The past plays just as little a role as the future does. In our everyday lives, however, we are often either busy thinking about the past or the future. So we are very rarely in the only moment in which we are really alive, the present. Mindfulness does not only mean that the beauty of this world is revealed to me, with its blooming flowers, singing birds, and delicious ice cream. Above all, those who are mindful feel themselves, and that can sometimes be very painful. A large part of human unhappiness is that we are constantly on a warpath with supposedly negative feelings, instead of simply letting them come and go. So, the good news is that the mindful person finds happiness everywhere. The bad news is that the path to happiness is not necessarily painless. Of course, there is still the possibility of seeking happiness in the kick, through sex, food, or with the help of drugs. But the bitter truth is that happiness can only be born in pain.